So today I want to show you one of these projects I've been monitoring, and some of the things I found out about the project, and I believe it's going to be very valuable, particularly for those who wants to position themselves for tokens that would 10x and 100x. I see a lot of potential in this layer 2, and I'm going to share it with you right now. So please do well to hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell. If you have any question with regards to this session, please drop a comment in the comment section below. I'll be so glad and happy to answer your question. So yes, let's get right away into this. All right, so I'm about to share now. Interesting. Awesome. So yeah, I was talking about Metisdao in this session, and we'll be exploring the entire blockchain of Metisdao. We'll explore what Metisdao is, the fundraise, we'll look into price, we'll look into technical analysis, we'll look into total value locked, we'll look into the Metis Foundation Fund, we'll look into discovering the Metis ecosystem, and also the Metis Journey as well. Yeah, so these are some of the things I looked into and saw a big potential in the Metisdao. All right, so let's go into it. Let's get right into it. Okay, so the Metisdao is a layer 2 network built on Ethereum. All right. So here it says Metis is a permissionless layer 2 network powering the next generation of decentralization. Let's explore more about Metis on CoinMarketCap. So here we can see a little about Metis. It says Metis is an Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution aiming to solve a blockchain trilemma that blockchain cannot be decentralized, secure, and scalable simultaneously. So yeah, we can see now that Metis is also one of the layer 2s on on the Ethereum ecosystem, which is looking to solve the problem of the blockchain trilemma. Of course, we've seen that as part of what Optimism wants to solve, as part of what Arbitrum wants to solve, and some of that layer 2. However, we can see that the Metisdao is it's still a growing layer 2, and of course it's more like a fast growing layer 2. So we're going to be exploring more about the Metisdao here. So the Metisdao is said to be founded by to be owned by Vitalik mom, Vitalik mom. So yeah, but we have a record of few of the founders that CoinMarketCap has told us here. We can see there are 3 founders here. Elena, we can see Kelvin, Yon, founded the Metisdao in 2019, but the business didn't officially launch until November 2021. So we can see that Metisdao is still pretty much new in the ecosystem. Yeah, so, and it also poses a lot of potential upside if we are going to match it side by side with Arbitrum, side by side with Optimism as well. Okay, so here we can see few metrics on the token distribution of the token distribution of the Metis token. So we can see that advisors has 2%, community has 63%. That shows a lot about the project being community driven. Foundation 10%, private sales 12%, then team 7%. I think 7% for team is very much fair. Seed sales 7% as well. Few other analytics, we can see addresses by holding. So $0 to $1,000, over 82% of the holders of metrics are holding between $0 to $1,000. and 17.01% are holding $1,000 to $100K, and 0.46% are holding 100K, $100K and above. All right, so we could also look into addresses by time held, which means like how long they held and the likes like that. So we can see that we have 49.67 holders, we have 6.57% traders. That is those who are taking advantage of price movements within the short period of time. Those are the traders. Then those are the holders are 49.6%, which are diehards and believe so much in the Metisdao, Metis token as well. And then the cruisers, whatever they are doing. So yeah. Now that's a little about the Metisdao. So you could come further to explore it. I just want to show us few things around what Metisdao is. So yes, let's talk about the funds that were raised by Metisdao. So the Metisdao had raised over 5 million funding round, okay, and $1 million seed round. All right, $5 million funding round and $1 million seed round. And of course, you can see those, they are investors. All right, these are prominent VCs that have jumped on this opportunity to fundraise Metisdao. All right, and this was announced 10th of May 2021. So you can see that they have solid, venture capitals backing them. All right. This is another breakdown of their tokenomics, of which we've looked into, earlier. So here we can see that they have a total supply of 10 million. Their token total supply is 10 million. This is pretty much okay. All right. And private sales, they've given out 1.8. 50 million, public sales 30,000. So this is like some very good metrics. Okay, so here we can see that altogether they've raised 6 million at the beginning of the project, right, when the project started business officially. Okay, so now let's look at what the total value lock currently is, and then we look into the price. So because these are also metrics that will tell us how the health status of Metisdao. So when we look into Metisdao now, we can see, let's take off, this is DeFi Llama. We see total value locked is sitting at $64.25 million. All right, so this is very much interesting. Of course, we can see that in 2000 okay, let's say this is DeFi Llama started tracking the total value locked at December 1st, 2021. Okay, and at that time, total value lock was around $399,000. So we saw the total value lock move, to its an all-time high in February 7th, 2022. And here it had a peak in March 16th, to up to $433.0 million total value locked. Of course, we are not oblivious of the fact that the entire market plunged into a bear movement, a bear market, and then we saw how the markets, the bearish scenario and circumstances around the market impacted the Metisdao as much as other ecosystems were also impacted. So we can see how total value lock reduced from its peak at $443 million, and down to the current state where it is now $63.66 million. Now, if you look at these, when you say from the previous peak that it got to, which is the 482.79, I'm using my calculator, divided by that is divided by 64.25 million dollars. That's to tell you that the moment we officially enter into the bull market, the total value log going back to 443 million would be 7x. All right, 7x. And of course, there is a growing interest right now in Metisdao. All right, there's a growing interest in Metisdao. So we'll definitely see Metisdao picks up. And of course, as Metisdao picks up, that shows more strength in the ecosystem. So when we now look at it, okay, so these are the okay. Awesome. Okay, so let's look at the price, all right, the current price using technical analysis. So using technical analysis now, we can see how price, picked up from this level in December, all right, compared to, look, I want you to observe something. We saw our price picked up from December 21, 2021, up until March. This is okay. Let's do monthly so that we can be able to see. Okay, I think I just do weekly. Okay, good. Okay, good. Now, so in as much as we can see that the total value log, has been down, for a while, we can see how the price is capturing the interest of the market. All right. So we can see how price broke off this resistance zone. Okay. This has always been a resistance zone. You can see how price came here and it was rejected. Price came up here and it was rejected downwards. Then price finally broke out of this resistance zone and you can see how it has peaked so far. So of course, from 44, from where price picked up here from say 40 region up to 80, that is like 2x already. Okay, now, and of course, price is still has a longer way to go. So currently now, price has touched his all-time high, all-time high here. All right, so we can see our price came up to this level up to 101. So if we look at the price level from, it was recently listed on TradingView, but if we look at the price level from what we have here, what we have on CoinMarketCap, okay, you will definitely see, that price has a very huge potential, okay, potential upside, so much huge potential upside coming in on price. Okay, good. So this is one of the things we are looking into. So we can see here how price had hit an all-time high and there has been a reversal. Of course, definitely because it's an all-time high, so then there would be a little pullback. So we might see price continuing to rally at this level. All right, continuing to rally at this level before finding another catalyst, okay, to push upward. However, there's a lot of catalysts online in terms of sentiment, in terms of adoption, in terms of anticipation from the next bull market. So these are just like, sentimental catalysts that can also push the price. Aside from that, also we're still going to explore a lot of activities going on in the Metis ecosystem, which would add to the growth of the price. Yes, so you have to stick with me. Please, if you are enjoying this, please do all to smash the notification, smash the subscription button, and smash the notification bell, so that when next we are putting out contents like this, you will be the first to be notified. So when we go to the 4 hours time frame now, so on the 4 hours time frame here, okay, waiting for it to load up the 4 hours time frame for us. Okay, good. Now, so we can see that on the 4 hours time frame here, the market has been consolidating at this level. So let me do this. So the market has been consolidating at this level. So okay, so that we can see clearly. Good. The market has been consolidating at this level. All right. So now that's telling us that the next breakout, the next bounce into this resistance zone can plunge price upwards. All right, it can plunge price upwards, because definitely if we look at how the trajectory at which price has been moving, we'll definitely see that this is the trajectory at which price has been moving. So we can see price moving like in this, lower high approach. All right. So immediately price gets to this level, there will be a little rally here, and a breakout from this resistance zone, which was previously the all-time high level. All right, so this is a level where we are watching, and definitely a good time to get in on this if you deem it fit as an opportunity for you. So because this is just for educational purpose and not financial advice. So when you look at so let's look at the catalyst that would actually expand the ecosystem of the Metisdao is what we want to look into now. We've looked into what Metisdao is. We've looked into fund traders raised in the past. We've looked into the total value locked. We've looked into price as well. So now let's look into one of the news that was released earlier late last year, December. So this news came out in the 18th of December 2023 by Coindex. So Metis Ethereum Layer 2 network creates 100 million funds as decentralized sequencer launch nears. Now look at this. This distribution of fund is planned for the first quarter of 2024 and supposed to occur a week after Metis decentralized sequencer will go live. Now, let me tell you what this means. Now, this is so clear. Okay, this is so clear. Now, Metis has created a 100 million fund. They've raised a 100 million fund that is going to be pumped into their ecosystem. Okay, it's going to be pumped into the ecosystem and used to support projects that are building on that ecosystem. Now, let me tell you something about cash flow. Okay, now let me say something about cash flow and also new money. All right, new money is the emphasis. That's the word, new money. Now we can see that a market will definitely move, okay, to the upside when new money enters into the ecosystem. All right, new money entering into the ecosystem creates an upside potential for that ecosystem. So when a project raises funds, okay, it's a signal, all right, it's a signal for potential growth. okay, is a signal for growth, because definitely this fund is going into the ecosystem to build infrastructures, DeFi projects, to build DEXs, to build SEX, centralized exchanges, decentralized finance tools, infrastructures, architectural tools that can actually add value to the ecosystem and also to the users of the ecosystem. And this is a very big sign that 2024 would be a massive upside for the Metis DAO. Now, if you after having looking at this, let's explore the Metis ecosystem. All right. Let's explore the Metis ecosystem. All right, because this is very, very important. Okay. Now, if you look into this is a Metis website, then you go to their ecosystem, it will show you some of the projects, most of all the projects that are listed or building on the Metis DAO. Okay, so you on your own, you can explore these various sections based on your interests. For me, I would like to I'm looking into the GameFi, the DEX, and the DeFi projects. All right, so interestingly, let's see what they have in their GameFi project. Okay, so we can see that these are the two GameFi projects on Metis. Okay, so these two can have upside potential. When you look into them, look at the team that builds them, look at the funds they've raised, if they have any token or a potential, or launching a potential token, it can actually just lead to a potential upside. So you can always select which of the sector or areas you are looking into. So this is DeFi. I'm also looking into DEX. So these are DEXs, some very interesting projects that you can also look into. So lastly here, I'm going to talk about the Metis Journey. All right. The Metis also launched what is called the Metis Journey. So let's wait for this to show up. Okay, good. So the Metis Journey is a $5 million ecosystem growth program dedicated to incentivize ecosystem dApps, driving more awareness, usage, and liquidity to each of them and broader Metis ecosystem. So the goal of this Metis Journey is to reward ecosystem growth. All right. So whoever is building, whoever is creating awareness, it's part of a program that is used to boost awareness, boost creativity within the Metis ecosystem. So yeah, see, boosting new and existing DeFi application on Metis, starting with blue chip DeFi the apps. All right, so you can always explore into this and look into this. This is one of the big opportunities that Metisdao has provided. So yeah, I'm going to round up here, and this is the few things I've looked into as an upside metrics for me to take position in the Metisdao. So yeah, what about you? Would you take position in the Metisdao? This is an opportunity I'm exploring on the Metisdao. If you love this kind of video and you want me to keep doing stuff like this, please smash the subscription button, tap on the notification bell, so that when next I'm rolling out a content, you will be the first to be notified on my next content. Thank you very much for joining, and do well to ask your question in the comment section. Thank you guys. Bye.